What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boy Live back on another video, but for the react to this video, this motherfucker seemed like it's in a BLC, so let's rock out, cuz. Let's get into it.
Hey, so have you ever been rejected so bad that it turns you gay?
What? Come on, bro. We 3 seconds into the video, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You see, I don't think I can sustain it. I don't think I can. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch this.
Well, I hope not, and I haven't either. I just felt like saying that. But today I'm gonna tell y'all a rejection story so bad that I guarantee it's worse than anything you've ever experienced. So this story took place around January of this year. I was going through a spiritual celibacy arc. You know what I'm talking about. Every single man's gone through that. And I sworn off any type of porn or women. It's because I got diddied by a girl, and that experience fucking haunted me. 20,000 likes and I'll tell you. But because of that, I was very skeptical.
What do you mean you got diddied by a girl? Okay. You know what? Okay.
Of who I wanted to talk to. Until I met this one girl who I'll call Aaliyah. Now the reason why I talked to Aaliyah is because in my opinion she was very different. She was very kind, she seemed like a good person, and also she was absolutely fine as shit. Prime Megan Fox. This is how that girl looked. So because of this, even though I was in the strict no talking to girl policy,
is that glazing? Is he glazing? Or is she that?
see, I made an exception for her. So we was talking for a couple weeks until we decided to finally meet up. And our first date went pretty well. And we kept on talking in my car until like 1 a.m. That's how good the conversation was. So eventually I took her home, gave each other a goodbye hug, and I went on my way. They went so well that a week later, we decided to begin. Went to a little pizza spot. After that, we went back to my car, and again, we talked for hours. So randomly, I said something smooth. She liked it, and we began kissing. Vibes were immaculate. Everything was going well until she asked me a question that little did I know would ruin everything. Yo, Cloud, what's your body count? I'ma just say this. I'm not a hoe. That being said, I'm not a virgin either. I've conquered a couple hills, got through a couple bushes, licked a couple peaks. Okay, that kind of sounds gay, but if you get what I'm trying to say. My body count is it's a number. All right, we'll just say that. From my vibe of this girl, I could tell hers was low. So I told her my body count. When I told her this number, I visibly remember her making a face, like not a crazy.
This is why we lie. This is why we lie.
Crazy face. It was one of those speed faces. That's what she made. And right after she made that face, she looked me in my eyes and told me, "Oh, well, you know, that's okay." No, bro, it's obviously not okay if you're saying that shit. But you wanna know one of the worst things to go through as a man?
I'm just playing. Always tell your truth. Live your truth, you know? Because if you lie, it's gonna mess with your mental. So tell your truth. Facts. I always tell the truth.
And trying to spit game, and the only thing she's doing is a lot of these. Which is why I'm excited to announce that today's sponsor is Breathtaking. Brand behind Orange Christmas everywhere. To the was an issue. And she kept on reassuring me it wasn't that big of a deal and that she didn't really care. But I could tell it irked her. And the vibe for the rest of the day was different. Different to the point where when I dropped her off, instead of giving me a full-on hug like we did last time, she just gave me a side hug. Just like, yo, what the are we besties now? We were just making out in my car and now you're hugging me like I'm your boy best friend? Like there's for sure something wrong. But after that day, she kept on texting me like nothing was wrong. So I just thought that, okay, maybe she felt some type of way about that in the moment. But after, she kind of just stopped caring. Oh boy, was I wrong. Now before I tell you the next part, I have to mention
That sound
something real quick. As y'all know, I've been doing content for 3 years ever since I was 16, and I've been pretty successful at it. I mean, you're watching me right now. And while I won't say I'm famous, I'm for sure well known. And I also have 50,000 followers on IG. Go follow that shit, by the way. Let's make it 100. And one thing about Aaliyah that I didn't tell y'all is she was also a content creator, and she was locally known for that. She also wanted to pursue content full time. You know, an easy way for a girl to come up in this climate is collabing with a male content creator and parasocial farming a relationship. You get what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm trying to say. So after that second date, it was about 2 weeks until we went on our third. I was traveling a lot during this time and we just didn't have time to meet up. But when we did, we actually went on like a full-scale date. I took her to multiple places, spent the whole day together. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty cool experience. I feel like this is the day that I really started to feel feelings for this girl. And by the end of this date, I really felt attached to this girl. So once it was over, dropped her.
Damn! That's Jose. No, that sound Jose. That sound very Jose. What are you talking about? What do you mean, feelings? You don't do feelings. Crush, crush, crush.
Her off yet again. We said our goodbye and I leaned in for a kiss, which we did. But almost instantly after I kissed her, she pulled away and said this exactly. "I'm sorry, but I gotta go. And also, I'm not really a good kisser." But next time for sure, let's do it more. Gang, what are you talking about? You're not a good kisser. Didn't we just make out the second time we seen each other? But you know, I gave her grace. It was late. We were right in front of her house. Maybe she did have to just go. We hugged, and then I drove off. We went on another date a couple days later. Great date. We went to go see Sinners. Vibes were immaculate. Same process. I go to drop her off at home. Do our little hugs. I lean in for a kiss. We kissed for 2 seconds this time. Then she leans out again and says basically the same thing. Okay, you used that excuse last time. And it was only 9 p.m. on a weekend. It wasn't even that late. Starting to seem like you don't want to really kiss me. But again, gave her a little bit of grace because I like this girl and just moved past it, all right? We hung out again. This is about a week after this happened. We had been talking to each other for about 2 months at this point. We were well acquainted with each other. We hadn't done anything but make out once. Go throughout the whole date, it was a vibes. Probably one of the best dates I've ever been on, all things considered, to be honest. This time, I was determined to get more than a 2-second middle school peck. I wanted to actually embrace this girl. We did our little routine hug, went in for the kiss, and surprise, surprise, she did the same thing she did the last 2 times again. But this time, I was dedicated. I grabbed her chin, pulled her right back in, tried to kiss her a little bit more. Yet again, not only did she pull out this time, but she actually pushed me a little. And when she did it, she made one of the most uncomfortable faces I've ever seen. And then said, I gotta go, but next time, let's do more. Gang, what the fuck? We're just kissing.
Well, she's that's what we call getting cranked. He's getting cranked. 101, getting cranked. He's getting cranked. She's using him for the bag, for dates, for clout, or for something. But she's not trying to give up nothing else. So he's getting cranked.
Like, I wasn't even using tongue, just kissing. I've had my fair share of kisses. No matter how good nor bad they've been, I've never seen somebody make a face like that when they kiss me. It was like, damn, like, does my breath stink? We just went through this amazing date where you was all smiles, but when we kissed, you acting like you repulsed. After she said that shit to me, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even say goodbye. I just got in my car and drove off because I was tired of this shit at this point, man. I have been giving her the benefit of the doubt for so long. What could have possibly had changed your mind about me from that point to this point? And I thought about it. The only thing that could have possibly made her change her mind about me, probably the body count shit. I started to remember the exact face she made after I told her that body count shit. It was the exact face she made after she pulled out of our kiss. So I went home, sparked up the call with the boys, and told them this situation because I needed some advice. Most of them told me that she probably just doesn't like me, which, I mean, at that point, I could kind of figure out a low key. The only question I had is, okay, if you don't really like me, why are you still going on dates with me?
Because he's cranking the shit out of you. You're getting cranked.
Pursuing something when you barely want to kiss me. And one of my homies brought up a good point. I do content and she do content. She benefits a lot from dating me, even if she doesn't necessarily like me. I mean, at first she liked me, then she heard something she didn't like, probably turned her off from me. But at the same time, she might like my personality. And plus, she also wanted to pursue content full time, so I could have really changed her life. Theoretically, right? She was probably just trying to ignore how she felt and just get through it. But the only time where it really affected her is when we get intimate, because of course that's what she doesn't like about me. When he put it like that, it made more sense, but didn't want to believe that shit, man. I like this girl. And while I was on this call, Leah actually sent me a paragraph kind of apologizing for not kissing me, which I didn't text her after I drove off, so I guess she kind of felt that shit in the air. And instead of texting her back and then just going in a big back and forth, I decided to call her. We talked for a little bit, and then I told her, yo, keep it real with me. Do you like me? Of course she said, yeah, I do. Then I asked her, yo, okay, why don't you want to kiss? But yet again, she still gave me that same bullshit excuse. But after she said that, she told me that she wanted to take it slow with me because she really valued what we had. Yes, you don't want to kiss me? All right, bro. But how slow did she take it with any other guy she talked to? So I asked her, yo, how long did it take for you to crack any of your other bodies? So I remember she told me she had 3 of them. She went dead silent. Then she said the infamous words that no guy wants to hear. I'm gonna tell you, but please don't get mad. What do you mean don't get mad? What could you possibly tell me that would get me angry?
Damn.
Gang, this girl proceeds to tell me the longest a guy had to wait was 3 weeks. That was her first body. Bro, apparently one of the guys that she cracked, all it took was 2 days. It's been 2.5 months at this point. You barely want to kiss me. But for everybody else, you were playing Trae Young level defense? I don't know if y'all peep. I've never said anything about trying to crack this girl this whole video. That wasn't even my intention. Like, it's very obvious this girl wasn't attracted to me. So yeah, at this point, I was about tired of this. I remember we got into a tiny argument, and then after that, I was like, yo, I'ma just hang up. I just had the feeling this girl didn't like me in the first place, and she was trying to like me, and I don't talk to women who aren't attracted to me because that doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You shouldn't either, by the way. And that was that. That was that situation. Until a couple months later. I remember this was around August, and I think it was her birthday. One of my homies sent one of her pictures to me because you know how is like clowning you whenever you fumble a girl? That's what he was trying to do. Fuck you, by the way. You remember how I said she looked like Megan Fox? Prime Megan Fox. This is how that girl looked. Well, yeah, she still did. This girl looked good, I'm gonna be honest. In typical delusional fashion, I seen how she looked and just convinced myself, yo, maybe it could work out this time. So I sent her a little happy birthday text. She responded with thank you. And of course, we started talking again. After a couple days, we agreed to hang out. Her idea, by the way. And I was cool with it. So we went to this little boba spot. We got some drinks and we just caught up. We was talking about our life, and then the topic of content got brought up. She was really trying to take it serious because she hated college. Of course, I started talking about my shit, and it seemed like a great conversation. Eventually, she did have to go, so I walked her out to her car. We proceeded to say our little goodbyes, and then I tried to go in and hug her. She gave me a weird, awkward side hug. I started joking a little bit, like, damn, like, you can't give me a full hug after all we've been through.
Move this man!
On some where my hug at type shit. I know it's corny. So I tried to grab her hand and pull her a little bit.
I don't really understand the where my hug thing got, you know? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like, fuck you mean? Like, of course I'm gonna ask for the hug. What you mean? Fuck. Like, niggas like, fuck. Nigga, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a corny ass nigga, but rock out. Facts. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Closer to me, you know, some just cool shit. But as soon as I grabbed her hand, she gave me an awkward look. That same look that I got when I told her my body count, when I tried to kiss her, and now I tried to simply grab her hand. Once she gave me that look, again, I don't like making women uncomfortable, so I just pulled away. I was like, all right, I'm not even doing it. Said my goodbyes, walked off. Go to drive home, thinking nothing of this, you know, it's whatever. And before I even get to my neighborhood, get a notification on my phone. Aaliyah. This is what it said. Hey, I just wanted to be upfront and say that I just want us to be friends. You're super cool and I genuinely love hanging out with you because you're such a good person, but I'm just not looking for a relationship or anything like that. If I came off like that by hanging out again, I'm sorry, but that wasn't my intention. I just think we get along really well and always have good times together as friends. Yeah, you want to collab with me though. Maybe I'm just stupid. Nothing about this gave friend energy. You know I've had interest in you for the whole entire time, and now you're gonna try and friends with me? Like, why would you even speak to me again? How could we possibly be friends after what we just went through? It doesn't even make sense. But like I said before, we share something in common. Content. What did she talk about while we was together? Content. What did she want to do? Collab. And as if the play she was trying to run wasn't already very obvious, it's even more obvious right now. She just wants to be.
See, listen, we can collab if I'm crashing. I don't care. Shit, I can rack out. If I'm crashing, shit, yeah, come here, come get on the video. Get cranked. Crank, crush. Crush and crank. The double C, double O attack.
Cool with me for content. Now I remember after receiving that text, I was pissed. Even though this shit pissed me off, it taught me something. As soon as I peeped she didn't like me months ago, should have cut it off right then and there. My mistake was trying to go back to a person who clearly displayed she didn't like me and think that it was gonna work again. Now in all reality, this girl didn't really do anything wrong. It was obvious she seen me as an opportunity more as a person, but at the same time, we've all been opportunistic about some things or some people in our lives, whether we would like to admit it or not. The moral of the story, in my opinion, you can't force somebody to like you. No matter how many opportunities, how much money, how much whatever you do, that won't change how they feel about you because feelings don't make sense. Well, I don't think any of you have a rejection story worse than mine. If you do, comment it down below. If it's actually worse or even on par, I'll like the comment and feature you on the next video. Good luck. Besides that, thanks for watching. Go tap into my live.
Alright, shit, I heard the man, shit. Do what y'all do on this motherfucking shit. Like, subscribe, shit, I'm out.